As we turn over to the United States for our next story, where the Federal Bureau has fired at least half of a dozen agents linked to a probe in 2022 into the US President Donald Trump retaining documents at his Mar-a-Lago residence. American media has reported yesterday, drawing anger from the association representing personnel of the US Investigatory Bureau. The FBI raided Trump's residence in Florida in 2022 when he was out of office as part of a now dropped investigation into the mishandling of classified documents after his first White House term. According to reports, FBI Director Kash Patel has ordered the firing of at least 6 agents over their work on the case. Alison Mutler joins us once again. Critics here say that Donald Trump is punishing his political opponents. These individuals who search his Mar-a-Lago residence during the time when Joe Biden was in office. Do you see Donald Trump as doing that? Do you think that's an accurate statement?
Well, it does very much look like that. We know that Donald Trump didn't accept the outcome of the 2020 election, and that I remember there were reports at the time that he'd taken documents from the FBI that he wasn't entitled to, so that a search was carried out. And it does look like, without knowing all the ins and outs, it does look very much that it's political payback time. And the head of the FBI realizes that Donald Trump is president and therefore has fired these six agents. So to me, it does look political. I don't know. Why is it happening now? Why didn't it happen if they did it in 2022? If there was a suspicion of wrongdoing, why weren't they investigated far earlier? It's 4 hours later. So it really does. The optics, it looks very political. It looks like political payback from Donald Trump.
Yes, Alison Mutler, thank you so much for taking the time in joining us. Always a great pleasure to have you here on the broadcast. We now stay in Europe for our next story. In Spain's new migrant legalization plan, aiming to grant legal status to at least 500,000 undocumented migrants, is facing growing uncertainty and strain on immigration services. The program, set to run from April to June, has created long queues outside consulates and immigration offices as migrants scramble to gather the necessary documentation. However, confusion over specific requirements and a lack of additional resources or staffing have left many applicants anxious. Migrants who have been in Spain for at least 5 months or who applied for asylum before the end of 2025 can apply, but the final details remain unclear. Concerns are rising over the ability of Spain's overwhelming immigration system to process such a large number of applications. Unions warn of potential chaos without more support, as the lack of clarity has also fueled an illegal market for appointment slots and paid services. Let's take a listen in.
Oui, souvent j'ai peur. Souvent j'ai peur quand je vois souvent les policiers ou bien je descends du terrain, je vis le contrôle, souvent j'ai peur. Parce que ici, sans papier, c'est un peu dangereux. Ça va aider beaucoup de personnes. Comme exemple, moi, je suis là depuis 2023. Je n'ai pas encore de résidence. J'avais permission de travail pour un peu de temps. Mais d'ici quelques mois, ça finit. Après, si je n'ai pas de résidence, je ne vais pas travailler. La vie ici, ça sera difficile.
A 14-year-old Palestinian